So the EU and India, huh? Big news on the trade front.
Huge. It's like watching two major players decide to like rewrite the rules of the game.
We're talking about the EU-India Free Trade Agreement. Is this really as groundbreaking as it sounds?
Absolutely. It's not just about, cutting tariffs, it's a strategic realignment with global implications.
All right, let's dive in. Who stands to gain and who might be left in the dust? This deal seems to be happening now because of some global shifts, right?
Exactly. Think of it as a response to the America First policies. Both the EU and India are looking for more reliable partners.
So it's a bit of a hedge against global uncertainty?
Precisely. They're diversifying their options so they're not solely reliant on the US or China.
That makes sense. It's like they're saying, we've got other friends too. Okay, so what's the immediate economic impact? Is it going to be a game changer right away?
In the short term, it's more of a strategic move than an economic boom. The existing tariffs weren't that high to begin with.
So it's more about the long game?
Definitely. It's about setting the stage for deeper cooperation and addressing specific pain points.
Like those crazy high tariffs on cars in India?
Exactly. Slashing those is a big win for European automakers.
Beyond the immediate trade benefits, what else is on the table?
Security and human capital. A defense partnership is in the works, and there's a deal on skilled migration.
So India's manufacturing prowess combined with Europe's tech expertise?
That's the idea, and the migration deal could help fill labor gaps in Europe while offering opportunities for Indian talent.
Sounds like a win-win, at least on paper. Are there any sticking points, anything they're still arguing about?
Russia and the EU's Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, or CBAM.
CBM? What's that?
Yeah, India sees it as a form of protectionism, while the EU is trying to push its environmental agenda.
So they're not completely aligned, but they're moving in the same direction?
Exactly. It's a work in progress.
I read something about a luxury compromise in the car market. What's that about?
India's opening its car market, but with a minimum import price to protect its domestic budget car industry.
Smart move. Protect the home turf while still attracting those premium European brands.
Exactly. And the Migration and Mobility Partnership is a big deal, offering thousands of graduate track permits.
A direct contrast to those restrictive American visa policies, right?
Absolutely. It's a talent grab, plain and simple.
So how does all this affect the Americas, specifically the U.S.?
The U.S. loses leverage. This deal gives India a safety valve, reducing its dependence on American trade.
So those tariffs Trump slapped on India aren't as effective anymore?
Not really. India has another option now, see?
And American companies might face higher barriers in India compared to their European counterparts?
Precisely. It creates a comparative disadvantage.
What about Latin America? How does this EU-India deal tie in with the EU-Mercosur agreement?
The EU is positioning itself as a central hub, creating a triangular trade between Europe, India, and Mercosur.
Cars for cows, as the article puts it?
Exactly. Europe exports tech and cars, India provides services and manufacturing, and South America supplies raw materials and agriculture.
Sounds like a complex web of trade relationships.
So is this a sign of a new world order?
It's a multipolar trade order where the EU and India are acting as stabilizing anchors.
Encouraging Canada and Mexico to diversify their trade links so they're not caught in the crossfire of U.S. trade wars?
Exactly. It's about hedging bets and avoiding isolation, just in case.
What's this exclusion trap for U.S. exports?
Without an FTA, American goods face standard import duties in India, while European goods get a free pass.
Ouch. That could lead to a loss of market share for U.S. tech in India?
Absolutely. It's a policy tax on American products, basically.
And how do these rules of origin play into all of this?
They incentivize companies to source components from Europe to qualify for zero duties when exporting from India back to the EU.
So, a potential shift in supply chains away from the U.S. and Mexico?
Exactly. It's all about optimizing for those trade agreements. What about the impact on talent? Is the U.S. losing its grip on Indian tech talent?
The EU is opening legal gateway offices in India, redirecting the brain drain towards European tech hubs.
So Silicon Valley might have some competition now?
Definitely. It's a diversification of talent, for sure.
So what's the bottom line for the U.S.?
The price of inaction is a loss of market share in the world's fastest-growing major economy.